So let's get into this shocking story of Mel B and her husband, Stephen Belafonte. So if you remember, a couple of years back, Mel B had a TV show, I think it was on E. I remember watching the show, and I just always thought that their chemistry was a little off. It just seemed like something was wrong in the relationship. Fast forward to a couple months ago, I saw a picture of them out at some event, and I was like, they're still together? They're not divorced yet? Like, they've been together for a long time. Fast forward to today, all of these shocking allegations are coming out regarding her and her marriage, and it is just a really sad situation. So every day, more and more things are coming out about this marriage, and I don't understand it at all. So first off, let's talk about how she got into the relationship with him. She got with him post Eddie Murphy. She had just had a baby, and 2 months after that, she ended up getting with the Belafonte guy. So obviously, he was a rebound. She had a lot of drama with Eddie Murphy, and then she found this guy who seemed so nice and seemed like he was like in her circle, and it seemed like everything would work out, and it was like a rebound. So anybody knows that rebound relationships are not always the best, because you end up judging the relationship based off of what the other person didn't give you in the last relationship. So it seems like, I always say that it seems like, they have 10% of the 100% that the other person had, or the 100% of what the person wasn't giving you or whatever. So it makes that 10% look like 100%, because it was just the things that you were missing from the previous relationship. I've always wondered, was he a real Belafonte? And I've always wondered why they never, when they mentioned him, they never said son of, grandson of, nephew, cousin of Harry Belafonte. I've always wondered that. So come to find out, he is not a Belafonte, and that was just a name that he put on to the end of his name. And she did not find that out until probably about 2 months into the marriage. That's when she found out that he was not Belafonte. At that point is where she should have ran. She should have got an annulment from the marriage, as I think they call it, like fraud, because he lied about who he was. But she didn't. She stuck it out in there with him. Fast forward to today, there are all these allegations that he was abusing her, that he made her have threesome sex with like nannies. And if you see the nanny, she is super hot. And come to find out, she did not hire the nanny, he hired the nanny. So that makes sense as to why she was so hot. Another socialite came out and said that she had some kind of interaction with Mel B and her husband, and she felt that Mel B couldn't wait to get away from him, and she was just waiting for her perfect time to escape the relationship. So apparently he had been holding these sex tapes over her head and said, well, if you divorce me, then I'll put out these sex tapes. If she would have done her due diligence and research, she would know that they cannot put out a sex tape without all parties signing off on it. So yes, you can put it out and he wouldn't get any money from it, and whoever put it on their site also would be liable to get sued, and they would have to be taken down anyway. So that was kind of like a threat that probably kept her there, but in reality, she really didn't need to stay. Fast forward to today, he's trying to get custody or visitation or something of Eddie Murphy's daughter also. So basically, he is just in the middle of a money grab. He just wants to see whatever he can do. He's denying all of these allegations, and he wants to be in Eddie Murphy's daughter's life because he was there through her whole life. Basically, he was there when she was born, so it's kind of like his child, but not. It's really just a bad situation, and every day more and more things are coming out. Abuse is not a joke, and sometimes, ladies, you just have to take your time, and you can't rush into other relationships because you aren't seeing the monster in people. And a lot of times people prey on single mothers because they say, oh, well, she needs help, so she's vulnerable. So you don't know if they're coming into your life to help you, hurt you, or harm your children. You don't really know. So ladies, just take your time, get to know people, don't rush into situations, and do background checks, because if she would have done a background check, she might have found out a little more information that she needed to know. So that is it with the Mel B and Belafonte, whatever his real last name is. I wish her and him the best, and good luck.